The more people I meet and the deeper I get in the e-commerce trenches, I've been doing this for like 7 years now, the more I learn that there's just infinite opportunities out there to make money online. And really at this point for me, it's becoming essential to be able to determine which opportunity to pursue and which opportunities not to pursue. And in today's video, I want to share with you one of these such opportunities that I think is just so interesting and I've never seen anything like it. And it's pretty simple at the same time, so quite interesting. And this company is an e-commerce brand, and they're estimated to be doing between 10 million and 50 million in annual revenue, and they've raised over $10 million in funding, which is very interesting as well. Something I've been wanting to start looking into, especially as we grow the Chemilab brands and I meet more clients and we run more ads for people. I really want to start learning what it takes to raise money, what it takes to invest money into e-commerce brands, and just get deeper and deeper in the e-commerce game. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. I'll try to condense it and break this down in simple terms so that even if you don't have any e-commerce experience, you can understand it. But the store is called Claire.com. Right away, incredibly good domain name. And they sell paint. Literally, they just sell paint. That's why it's so funny. I love stores that are so simple. But do really big numbers. Right away, one thing I want to point out, this offer right here, free shipping on 5+ swatches and orders over 150. That's a really good deal. And incentivizing people to shop deals is a really good idea. And that's how you can do that, by making people get 2 items in order to get free shipping or to get a free gift, for example. Now, what they do is, like I said, sell paint. So let's actually shop some of the paint. The store is really simple, by the way, and I think it was intentionally made simply, right? Because simple works. People don't want super complex interfaces when it comes to your website. A lot of times it really is better to keep it simple and clean, but even though this is simple, it's extremely, extremely well done and well designed. Let's take a look at one of these products, for example. So let's say this one, the Whites and Lights Swatch Kit. Very simple theme, nice rounded buttons. There's a lot of themes right now, like the Refresh theme, which is a free Shopify theme that has rounded buttons. So if you're going to start your Shopify store, obviously you should use the link in the description to get a special deal on it and help the channel out, because I get a cut when you do that. But the Refresh theme, it has nice rounded buttons just like this. It has tabs that you can include. And they have the classic sort of structure these days that works the best at every level, which is to have some sort of benefit or a little snippet of text above the fold. So for example, if we look at this in mobile, you can see that this is the first thing people see. And it's just a little quick snippet to tell you what the product is, so that theoretically people don't even need to scroll further to just buy it. That's kind of how you have to be approaching it. And I mean, the product images are amazing. I love how they're using examples of the product in its habitat, right? Obviously the product being paint. And then they have more bundles, and you can also get expert advice taking a quiz. This is brilliant because I'm sure this is all automated, and I'm sure it leads to a funnel via email through Klaviyo. Klaviyo is the best email platform that you can use for Shopify. And doing quizzes is actually brilliant because it allows you to collect new email subscribers, but also educate and help your customer. So that's a double whammy right there. And this is just so well done. I love it. So let's actually look further now. Let's get a little bit deeper and dive into their growth strategies, how they're actually growing this. Obviously, they have a ton of funding. They have a lot of money, and that helps a lot, right? I mean, if you could have an extra 10 million to dump into ads, at least with my team, you'd grow pretty fast. So let's actually see if they are running ads first and foremost. So we go to their page transparency, we go to ad library, and then we see that they are indeed running a lot of ads. Great, that's actually a good thing. Oh, some really interesting formats here that maybe you've never thought about. Video with an image with more images. So it's a video first and then swatches. That's a really good format, especially for a product like this. So let's take a look. This is really cool. Just more colors for people that want to paint. So simple. I love how simply done this is. And then, of course, like I said, the swatches. And then they have an Instagram story format ad right here. I'm not going to do the sound because it's too loud and it may be copyrighted. But this is an Instagram story format ad. And you know that by the dimensions, right? This is 1080 by 1920, and it's pretty well done. So amazing ads. They have some UGC kind of ads, so people actually using the product, real people, really classic ads. You can get these kinds of ads either through, asking people in the Academy Lab. That's always an option. Community members, for example, myself, I have a lot of UGC creator contacts, but also you can find these people on Twitter. You can find these people on Fiverr. There's so many people these days creating content that you could use for making really good ads. And again, I would suggest you follow what works. Follow the things that are doing the best. If you're going to be selling paint, copy some of the best ads that you see here, and don't really try to reinvent the wheel too much. On TikTok, they are starting to do a little bit of stuff. I do think this could be really big on TikTok if they would recruit better influencers, but they're not doing that. And when I say influencers, I actually really don't mean influencers. I mean creators. I mean people that can literally make products go viral. If you can recruit people like that, you can blow up your brand. And they're not really doing that exactly. And if they have 10 million to spare and they're running meta ads, I do think it's not a bad idea to try to run some of these posts with Spark ads. Allocate like even $100 a day to TikTok ads. That could go a long way. And it could find you just a whole new pocket of people to target. And I think sometimes it actually helps the meta ads as well. And if you're running Google, that's the trifecta. That's the Chemi agency trifecta. That's like our main focus is Google ads, meta ads, and TikTok ads all together. So that's really it. I thought I would show you this because it's so interesting. They've raised a ton of money. They don't have a massive team. Like, I think there's about 10 people on the team, probably more at this point since they've raised so much money. But I found it really interesting. And lately I've been wanting to learn more about brands that raise money and how that process looks like. I have a few brands that this could work with next year, but to be honest, I'm not sure if that will be the move, but I at least want to know more about it so that I'm well educated and can make better decisions when the time comes. So hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you were entertained. This new mic is nice, so it makes my voice sound a little bit nicer. So maybe you enjoyed it more. But yeah, check out the links in the description. As always, there's great stuff in there, great resources, all the tools that we use, and the Academy Lab link if you want to join our community. People have been saying lately that the value is just too high for the price, which is a really good problem to have. It's pretty funny, and it's really fun for me to watch everybody in there just building stuff, including myself. I'm in there every day building, talking about what we're doing and trying to help people out. It's super fun, and other people do the same. It's pretty cool. So consider joining, and that's really about it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.